I think we have three strategic challengers right now around the world. It's Russia, China, and Iran. And they talk to each other. And this is what the Russian sources that I read in the original Russian call the death of a thousand cuts. And the death, what they mean is the death of the West, the death of the United States. So what we see in the Middle East, regionally, the principal adversary is Iran. They activate their proxies in Yemen, the Houthis, in Lebanon, Hezbollah, and Hamas in Gaza. And they are trying to pin us down so that we have less attention, less resources, and less stamina in the theaters in Europe, Ukraine, and in the South East Asia, primarily Taiwan.
So, Dr. Cohen, we had Admiral James Stavridis, who's a Bloomberg opinion columnist, yesterday published a column here on the Bloomberg terminal where he, argued for a very forcible and notable response here. Do you think there's a political will within this administration, within Washington, for something more than we might typically do?
First of all, I admire Admiral Stavridis not because he was the dean of my alma mater, Fletcher School, but because he is a terrific political military leader and a very smart guy. Secondly, I'm totally in agreement that we need to restore our deterrence in the Middle East and around the world. And no place is better than Iran. Why? Because in comparison with Russia and China, Iran is a much, much weaker player. And if you see, the Russians and the Chinese are pretty much holding their population in an iron grip, whereas the Iranians do not manage their protests in Iran, 2009, Green Revolution, Green Movement, and also very recently. And unfortunately, the Obama and the Biden administration did nothing to support the internal Iranian protest.
Ariel Cohen, Dr. Cohen, my book of the year is Robert D. Kaplan of Realist International Relations and the Loom of Time, spanning from Morocco over to the Stands. Do we have a realist foreign policy? Do we have something that you or Fareed Zakaria could categorize? Or is it just a make it up as we go? Because I think to a lot of our listeners and viewers, that, and Paul, I think that's what it feels like. We're making it up as we go, or when we're cogent like a Robert D. Kaplan.
We absolutely need a strong, engaged, international, realist foreign policy. It's not about promotion of democracy. It's not about the neocon ideas, but it's also the current, ad lib, figure it out as you go, is not working. We're losing credibility from Afghanistan to the delays in Ukraine, to the lack of decision vis-a-vis Iran. Iran is a challenger. We need to restore our deterrent capacity.
Very quickly, Dr. Cohen, do you agree with Anne Marie Horton that this is all about the White House and Congress is really not involved?
I think Congress is marginally involved, and it's worse than just about the White House. It's about politics and the elections. We saw a disastrous decision on LNG, banning future LNG exports. It's bad for America. It's bad for our allies.